We have with us today fine arts photographer Mr. Lalit Deshmukh from Pune. He's showing his exhibition for the first time in Mumbai at Jehangir Art Gallery. Welcome to Media, sir.
Thank you.
So tell us about your exhibition Art by Art.
Art by Art is an exhibition of my fine art landscapes which are captured over the last 12 years. And these landscapes are actually made from land, water and light. These are the images captured of the earth as it is in its beautiful form.
So what has been your inspiration from? I mean, where have you derived the inspiration to shoot such pictures?
My inspiration is actually very simple. I love nature. I travel outdoors. I go in the mountains. I go at the oceans. And whenever I go there, I come across very beautiful places, a very beautiful lightings. And my interest is actually to share these images with my family, my friends, and those people who are actually as much interested as I am in the nature.
You've captured images from Maharashtra and abroad also. Tell us about that journey. Which all countries you've captured and how did this happen?
I started climbing mountains when I was staying in the Rocky Mountain area. And this is where it actually mainly started.
In USA?
In USA, correct. There I used to climb mountains a lot, I used to trek a lot. And this is where it all started, with going there, staying in the mountains, camping in the mountains. And then I started photographing in these mountains as well.
So the passion came from your adventure of trekking and
Absolutely, absolutely. It is just simply my love towards the nature.
So what has been your experience in this last 7 days? I believe this is the first time you are showcasing your work in Mumbai at Jehangir. Tell us about that experience.
My experience is fantastic. I have actually showcased my images through various exhibitions, especially the judges exhibit in Pune and certain areas, and also in USA. But this is my first time doing in Mumbai. And especially the people around in Mumbai are actually extreme art lovers, and I have been actually seeing people from various areas actually coming, who are painting artists, who have been art critics, and they have been coming and they have been discussing these. And so they have been actually giving a lot of input and feedback, and a lot of joy I'm actually getting because of their feedback.
We've also heard that part of this exhibition proceeds you will be giving to a charity. Tell us about that.
That's right. I have been involved with the social NGOs and activities for last 14 years or so, and that has always kept me interested into helping out the people who are really deprived of very simple things. I worked in the area of health, environment and education, and I always think that if we as people understand the problems these deprived people do have, then I think it becomes our responsibility and liability to help out these people. Yes, I am actually enjoying the experience of appreciation from people, but I do also appreciate people if they actually start contributing towards these causes, especially for the people with disabilities in the tribal regions of Maharashtra.
So this NGO is based where, and what does the activities it do?
This NGO is actually based in the district of Gadchiroli. And this particular project is
it's an Naxalite zone.
It is close to the Naxalite zone.
Okay.
However, there are many areas which don't necessarily are troubled by some issues that people are having. Keeping that issue aside, actually, what our interest is actually to help out the people who are really in need there. And especially these are very remote areas where not necessarily all the facilities and all these hospitals and other kind of simple facilities are actually available. So we are actually trying to help them out as much as possible.
What about this nature photography? Like you have been pursuing this, you've been dealing with many photographers. What has been your response? Is it there are more people going into this, or they're going in for the usual, the fashion, glamour, the Bollywood kind? So tell us your experience. What are there more people following natural photography?
There are many people actually interested into nature photography. Okay. And obviously there are always set of people who are interested into nature as well as fashion glamour photography. I think it all depends on what a particular person actually has an interest. There has been quite a bit of inclination towards capturing wildlife and birds in our state of Maharashtra and some other states. This is an exhibition of landscape which is quite rare for India. there are not many Indian landscape photographers.
Okay.
So I personally feel that whenever they actually see this, they find something different into this. Actually, that is one of the main reasons to, in fact, exhibit all the landscapes in this exhibition.
What is next? What's your next goal? When is your, what have you planned of your next exhibition, or have you thought anything about your next exhibit?
I personally feel that this exhibit itself has actually taken a lot of effort. I personally feel that more people will see this, should see this exhibit throughout India as much as possible. So my idea is to actually have a touring exhibit throughout India.
Okay. So tell us about this waves. I believe it's shot in USA.
Correct.
So where and how did you inspire to shoot this, and what is it?
Waves is a very beautiful monument, natural monument, and this is in Arizona, USA.
Okay.
And we had been wanting to go to this particular place for quite a long time actually. Interestingly, there is another area that is more popular where you can see a lot of abstract patterns there, and so we were there for most of the day, and we actually shot there. And as the shadows started coming in, I moved up. So I moved out of that particular wave and started climbing the mountain region there. And when I was actually coming back, I was exploring that particular area. When I was coming back, I saw the beautiful light which was fallen on this sandstone monument. And interestingly, if you go there probably 10-15 minutes before and 10 minutes after, you will probably not even realize this kind of natural monument even exists there.
Okay.
And the entire reason is that the light and the shadow effect is actually causing this monument to stand out from the background. You can see the background is pretty dark because of the shadow in the background.
Okay.
I saw that and spent some time on that, and it was one of the fantastic time I had there.
Sir, tell us about this sunset picture which you have shot. Where did you shoot, and how did you capture it?
This is captured at the beach of Guhagar,
Which is near Ratnagiri, I believe.
which is fairly close to Ratnagiri. My point here is that we don't necessarily have to go to most beautiful places in the world like certain really natural monuments. We can actually find beautiful areas around us, and that is the entire idea. This is captured in Maharashtra, and certain people were actually very excited to see this and very curious where this place really lies, and they were very excited to see this is captured in Maharashtra. The point is, you don't necessarily have to go to USA to capture most beautiful images or any other places on the earth. The earth remains the same all around, and all we have to do is to find most beautiful areas. Here the entire image is actually based on the light. Okay. You can see, and I found a beautiful creek there which was actually flowing towards the ocean, and the light was just fantastic, which was also creating beautiful pattern in the foreground.
So what are your other hobbies and interests apart from photography?
My main hobby is actually listening to music. I listen to all kind of music, especially Indian classical music and as well as Western music. That is my prime hobby.
That is your main hobby.
That's correct.
That was Lalit Deshmukh, fine arts photographer, showing one of his best of his 36 works in Mumbai for past 7 days. He has been a photographer, nature lover, and a passion adventurist. He's combined all three of them together, and his works have showcased. For Media, Apurva Bhatt, along with cameraman T.K. Srijit.